Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Wakwakwidash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yashafrah. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I want to go into this specific verse and then kind of expand upon it, because I saw this specific verse from here, and that's the thing, that's the beauty of this actually. Sometimes these verse of the day stuff, like, although I feel like they are picking specific stuff that is like linked to either, if not linked to Yahawashi, it's linked to something generic, and they don't really understand the thing. I actually did a lesson on that where I spoke on how they don't really understand the full context of certain things that they take. But for this one verse in particular, it is something that I thought definitely important to make a lesson on, because it is very applicable in the sense of, if you look at this, what the fuck? Oh, Slocky, okay. If you look at this, it's basic. Well, let's read it. Psalm 30, verse 5. For his anger endureth but a moment, in his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Basically, what happens is that the Lord, he's going to be, there's going to come a time when the Lord will be, angry at us, put us on punishment or whatever. And actually, as a matter of fact, before we do that, let's actually get this. It's this Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. So basically, the understanding is that the Lord is going to correct those that he actually cares about. Hence why the Israelites are going through so much hardship. So as a result of that, we are going through hardships. We are suffering. So as a result of our suffering, we have to be patient. We have to wait for now this is happening. But even though it's happening, we have to just let me get more. It's I'm trying to remember it. Fuck. What was it? It was oh yeah, okay, here. Sirach. Chapter, I think it's 12. Nope, verse 2. Sirach 2, verse, let's just read from the top. Verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. That's actually basically the main thing. I mean, you can continue to read down, but that's basically the main stuff, where the main meat and potatoes, where you have to expect hardships, number one. Number two, constantly endure, you're going through certain hardships, but you constantly acknowledge that, okay, you know what, I know it's hard, but Yahawadah is, molding me, helping me to grow, to be better, all right? And then on top of that, never lose faith, okay? Never just say, okay, you know what, it's too hard, I'm just going to give up, I'm just going to go join Esau or whatever, and then you become a wicked ass demon, all right, at the end of it, which then that just leaves you at your destruction, all right? So these are the main things to remember, all right? Now Matthew chapter 24 verse, Matthew chapter 24 verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Where you constantly, even through all the hardships that you went through, you still believed, you still have faith, you still wait for Yahawadah to deliver you, and then things went well. All right, something to again remember and to take note of. All right. Now, Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Basically, as we're watching the prophecies be fulfilled, we again have faith, and that's the thing that ties in, where we are able to see, which actually goes into another one. We are actually able to see these types of things, and through our, not just through our faith, but through the Lord kind of validating our faith through these signs. Then that's where we know, okay, we're getting closer. And to kind of support that, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Again, it's all harmonious, where we're waiting for Yahawashi to return. We're waiting for Yahawashi to end his punishment on us. So as a result of that, we're watching, we're seeing this stuff is happening, all these things are going on, X, Y, and Z is happening. This is where we're like, okay, so we're aware of the thing that's going on, and we're trying our best to improve upon it. All right, improve upon and avoid messing up, so that when what's it called? It's I'm trying to remember. Find so doing. Matthew 24 verse 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Basically, that servant that's still being diligent, that servant that's still working and doing his part despite his master's so-called absence. He's constantly saying, okay, what? My master's coming back soon. Let me keep on working hard. Let me keep on doing it, so that he'll see that I am taking him seriously. I'm doing this. I'm not trying to be on his bad side. I don't want to do this or that or whatever. All right. So as a result of that, these are the things that we have to kind of be aware of, where, okay, we have to do this. We have to make sure that we don't anger Yahawadah. We have to make sure that, we're doing all the right things. All right. So now, as a result of that, we're basically watching the prophecies. We're basically constantly trying to stay on the straight and narrow. All right. Let me actually get that. Matthew chapter 7 verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So it's not it's not a common thing, but it is a very simple thing, and the simplicity is basically just obeying Yahawadah, and that's really all that it takes. Although, of course, it even though it is as simple as just obeying Yahawadah, it comes with some, well, I forgot what the word, disclaimers, I guess. I don't know if that's a proper term, but hardships, I guess. I think I read it in Sirach, all right, where, yes, Sirach, it says, Sirach 2 verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. So basically, you're going to have to expect hardships, all right. Now, again, continuing on, I read this. Okay, so 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 21, for even here unto were ye called, because the MANASHAH also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. So basically, Yahawashi had also showed us an example on how we should live our lives, and we're supposed to basically follow after that example, because he is the basically the best example, the perfect example. He was in human flesh, so that means that basically anything that he was able to do, well, that's slocky, like it's kind of right, kind of wrong. Obviously, it's not the best way to explain it, I'll admit, but basically in the sense of, I don't even know, that's a crazy comparison. I had a way to properly explain it, but I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it. But basically, the thing is that the Lord basically showed us that, the same way that that He was able to, make it through all His hardships, we can go through we're just the same way that He goes through His hardships. We're to go through our own hardships, especially with Him having the power, having great power to deliver Himself, but yet willingly choosing not to use that power. So sometimes when we have power to be able to do certain things, we abstain from exercising said power, and we kind of just be subject onto said higher power, which actually, let's get that over here. Romans chapter 13, verse 1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. Basically, if you are going up, let's read verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh, and they that resisteth shall receive to themselves damnation. Basically, the lesson here is that Yahawashi, more specifically, was basically showing us that, okay, we might have power, we might have this, we might have whatever, but we need to be in subject to the power that we're currently under during our punishment. More specifically, obviously you can say captivity, but more specifically it's punishment. Okay, so Yahweh put us under punishment. So as a result of us being under punishment, just endure it for now, and then when the Lord's done with the punishment, then okay, everything's gonna be good. Because as we read, that was just for a time. Okay, in Psalms 35, for His anger endureth but a moment, in His favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So after the night, quote unquote, night is over, then in the morning, all that is going to be over with. We're going to be able to, be joyful, be happy, not suffer anymore. John chapter 13, verse 16, verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. Basically, the same issues that Yahawashi had to go through, we have to go through as well. All right. So with that, I pray this testimony is edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rekwak, Wadash, honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Bible, and Shalom.